What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 36th episode of the PS Pony podcast, where once a week, every week, me and my best friend Ron get together to bring you all of the Sony and other video game news that you need to know about.
Sony. You said that like we typed it out.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm reading off the prompter.
Off the script?
No, the prompter.
Oh, the prompter.
Yeah,
the
we got Matt
teleprompter.
controlling in the studio room.
True. It's crazy we have a teleprompter, but we just don't upload video, huh?
Yeah. Well, with this video wall. And
the green screen.
the green screens, and it's a shame.
The
really.
live animals.
Yeah, exactly. The multiple live animals.
True. The crated lion upstairs.
Yeah, dude, the tiger downstairs. Whew. Anyway, Ronnie, how you? What's going on? What have you been up to?
Good, chilling. Sorry, I was zoned out. I was staring at my puppy. Oh, cute. I've been good. Make a long story short, I'm an uncle. Well, I'm going to be an uncle. But now it is going to be a boy. Let's go.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. I did all the hard work on that.
I hope not.
Okay, listen, it was a joke. Now you made it weird. So, yeah, Asher's. So that's always exciting. We had the gender reveal party yesterday, so that was good. Not a fan of gender reveal parties, but, Asher's friends have the ability to make anything hype.
Me and Elise were actually talking about that the other day.
Why? Is she
the
for
idea
him?
of gender reveal parties.
It's just marketing to sell shit. That's all.
No,
that's
for
all
sure.
It's for.
I agree with you, but where I came down on it was I think they're dumb, but like it's a nice thing to. Yeah. It's like a nice excuse to get family together.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
how does she feel?
Same way.
Same way.
Yeah. I think the social media, oh my God, everybody look at my gender reveal party. Look at my baby. I think that's all right.
Oh my God, I just set the whole California forest on fire because I wanted to put fireworks.
Yeah. So, but I think if you're just using it as a way to get your family together and celebrate a new thing, I think that's
only
fun.
step.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, definitely. But yeah, it's just kind of always fun to do. I mean, I would do it, just. Yeah. If the wife wants to, most likely I want to. It's just kind of fun, like you said. People come over. But other than that, I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer. You as well. Dude, we are grinding up. I'm almost. It's amazing how much work we put in a matter of a week on there. Mm-hmm. So I'm almost 120 because Aaron and I have been playing a little bit prior to Greg and you hopping back on.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's all wholesome that we all four have a game to play that's not like Warzone and stuff. And
I don't know if I'll ever get to 120.
Why?
Because my bomb pack, I can't make it mastery because it considers it a Ronin thing. I have the perk that lets the assassin use it, but every time I try to activate mastery, it's you cannot activate mastery on this class.
Oh, well,
so it's stuck at 110. So I'm gonna have to find a bow or something to just whenever we need it. But that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rank something up to 120 because we're gonna want to do those challenges.
No, I agree with you, which is why I'm kind of thinking I might just swap it off and rank some. But I don't know if I want the dart gun or if I want the bow. I just don't know.
Just look up kits online. That's what I've been doing.
I'll figure it out.
Multiplayer is great. It's a lot of fun. Definitely challenging. Past gold, we got our just completely rocked in Nightmare survival. So that was fun. Aaron and I've been playing Rivals. We did the Nightmare on that, and then the story Nightmare as well. I feel like that's just going to be something we consistently do for at least a few more months. I was actually checking the survival maps, and there is one more coming soon. It doesn't say when, but there's one that's just grayed out and it says coming soon.
Oh, I believe that.
So they'll be coming out with that.
Cool. They need to come out with more armor and apparel pieces, I think.
Yeah, and I kind of hope they do that. I mean, they came out with it with Iki Island. Some more stuff. So that's still semi-recent.
Well, but it's tied to Iki Island's story, though, right?
I think so. My character is basically continued Jin's journey. I'm like, motherfucker, I platinumed this game.
I know.
What else do I have to do? There's no way all this is just Iki Island, but
yeah,
we'll see. Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah. So we're doing that. We're doing the grind on there, so that's always fun. I'm really enjoying it. You are as well. It's just a nice change of pace. And like I was telling you, I think the multiplayer got me excited for video games again. Yeah. So that's really what I needed because now I have so much motivation to grind and to finish Kina because I didn't finish it this week. So either tomorrow or Wednesday I'm going to. But What about you? Same thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
You beat Deathloop?
Yeah, so I actually beat Deathloop Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So like, so the day this posts last week, I beat Deathloop. Mm-hmm. It's good. I really like it. I'd probably give it like a 9 or a 10, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. The sensitivity kind of sucks. I think that it probably would have been better if they were able to make it a little more finer for like the first person shooter aspect. I want to platinum it. Right now my big issue with the platinum is getting the kills as Julia. It's not difficult to kill Julia at all. From my experience, at least.
Wait, you need to kill Julia, or
I need to
her?
kill as Julia, but like the issue.
Do that now before the game dies.
Like the issue is that like I have to kill Colt 3 times in a row. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he gets 3 lives.
And he gets 3 lives, refills on health every single time.
Yeah.
And then not only that, like I lose the element of surprise, really. Mm-hmm. You know,
unless you're able to kill and just completely dip.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking is like I'm gonna have to kill, maybe set like a trap on like his dead body, so like if he like tries to collect his like stuff, it hurts him. But like I think it's just gonna be kill, disengage, then like heal up, re-engage.
Hey, I mean, I'm not saying this to like make you think you're cheating the plat or anything.
I'm definitely gonna.
I can always reinstall the game. And then you keep joining my games.
Well, I think regardless, I think that I want to play you and Aaron. Like once Aaron starts playing, I want to hop in and like try to kill you guys. Not for like a trophy perspective, but I just want to like mess around and.
You're literally gonna load up the PlayStation app one day, see Aaron and I are playing this game like a year later, and you're like, I'm appearing offline. I'll be back, and then you're gonna join to like this fucking kid. We're gonna lose our minds.
Yeah. So So I beat Deathloop. I want to keep going back and find a little more stuff in the game because I think that I'm missing a little like some story elements.
I'm sure there is. It's a Bethesda, well not Bethesda, a ZeniMax like own kind of game. There's a lot of like reading, story also in it. And
there's a thing that happens at the end of the game that I think I kind of messed up on. Because like I didn't mess up on. I was like, oh, I wonder if this is how this works, and I did it. I was like, oh, that's how it worked. All right, well. I guess that decision was made for me.
Yeah.
So so overall, I really love Deathloop. I can't wait to hop back into it and really like just really crack the code and figure it out, get those trophies. I was looking at the trophy list. It seems pretty cool. Like fun, like a fun list because just kill people in different ways, do things quietly and things, which I'm into. So yeah. Other than that, dude, Kena. Bridge of Spirits.
Kena.
That is so. After I beat, I mainly like really tried to rep out Deathloop on Tuesday, because I wanted to, as you guys know, Kena dropped that day. I wanted to make sure I was able to play Kena, for the rest of the week, which I did. I beat it today. Full thing, everything's done. I just like collectibles and things like that are really the only other thing I have.
I'm still working on it. I'm on like the last section. Work.
So how far did you get?
I'm on the 3rd area, so the mountains, and I just defeated the Mask Maker, and I'm going towards the Hunter side now.
Okay, cool. So you got 2 boss fights.
Yep. 2 boss fights,
then like
then
the
final.
Boss fights. Yeah. Okay. What are you thinking? How do you feel about it?
I'm loving this game right now, and as I said earlier in the show, like I was kind of falling out. Like I was just really weird with video games. I have been for a while now. Kena is bringing that life back into me a little bit, but even so, like as much as I still loved the game, and I told Zach like I'm loving it right now, but I just don't feel like playing anything. Blah blah blah. But as I told Zach before, I was kind of falling out of games. But even with Kena, whatever, I'm gonna keep saying Kena. I love it. Like, it's one of my favorite games that I've come out this year. I'm trying to think of like my favorite like new games, I should say, because Persona 5 is my favorite game this year.
Yeah.
But new game wise, I think I'm liking this one more than Rift Apart. I'm just really enjoying it. It has awkward difficulty spikes, which is not a problem because I'm happy the whole game isn't like a cakewalk. It's just really weird getting into it, and you're like, oh, okay, this is like kind of hard right now. Yeah. And then you figure it out.
I was not anticipating to have a hard time with the game.
Right. So I'm loving it. The game is absolutely beautiful. The CGI like cutscenes, I think they're fine.
They're beautiful.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah, fine in the way of like they're implemented, I should say. Like that's what I mean.
Okay,
like they're gorgeous. It's a freaking Pixar movie. But it's nice cuz what you've seen in games before is they have like the CGI cutscenes and then the main character looks amazing and then you get out of the cutscene and then they look dull. They stay the same. They still look beautiful like in both ways.
Yeah.
The rots are amazing. I love the rots. It's just like it's like Pikmin vibes, so I like it a lot. I haven't beaten the game yet, and Zach and I were talking, and I don't think the final boss is going to change my score of the game right now, but it's currently for me I'm going to give it an 8.5. Mostly just because of technical issues, and I mean, the story's still developing. I don't think there would be any way that the game would get a 10 even if technical was perfect.
No.
I think the highest the game could get is a 9. But that, that's just a grading scale. Who cares? Like a 9 is still amazing.
Yeah.
So I love it. I know our buddy Aaron's excited to play it. At the moment, favorite game of the year, and there's really not much else that's coming out this year that's probably going to change my mind.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to beating it and then going through the hard mode, which I'm kind of nervous to play the hard mode after the boss fights and your experience with the final boss.
Dude.
So, yeah, but give me your thoughts.
Yeah,
that's my review.
So I so I love the game. It looks beautiful. I love the little like cutscenes and like the 3 little stories it tells out of like these people.
Yeah.
I think with that I would have appreciated more of world building in the sense of like knowing what spirit guides are, like more of like what this village is, why she was there in the first place, more in depthly than what we kind of get.
She talks about her dad a bit, and I have no idea if that's gonna be brought up.
No.
Okay.
No. So I would have appreciated more of that, but like the landscape is beautiful. There's these great, just like cascading forests and mountains and like perches that you can like look across this whole
and when
like
you see it,
game.
You can actually go to it.
Yeah. And yeah, so in that regard, I think it's probably one of the prettiest games I've played this year by far. Probably arguably
it's between that and Rift
3.
Apart.
Yeah, top 3. I don't think it's better than Rift Apart. I think for me, so I had a few technical, as you said, issues with the game. Specifically for me, I know you didn't really experience this, but the running, it didn't feel as like quick to pick up.
Reddit had that same experience, actually.
Did Reddit? Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of people on Reddit were talking about it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so whenever I would run or whenever I would, like, especially change directions, there would be, like, this weird, like, lag or, like, this stutter where, like, she wouldn't, like... It would be like she'd, like, start walking and it would take a second to, like, catch into, like, the full run.
It wasn't, like, an ease into run. It was just walk, run.
Yeah,
It wasn't, like, kind of pick up your step and then...
Yeah. Right, exactly. So I was really kind of like, in the first few hours I played, I noticed it more than anything, and I was like, oh my god, like this is horrible. Like it was really taking away a lot for me. But then I finally ended up getting used to it, and I was fine. I did still notice though, because of that, I died or I would get hit a few times because like I would think, oh, they're about to like smash down here. If I just change directions, I don't need to dodge. I can just move out of the way and then I can like be closer for an attack. But because it does that stutter step, I was still in the hit zone. Mm-hmm. So there was that. I wish that Kina felt more alive.
Like the character herself.
The character, like whenever you were not in a cutscene, because the cutscenes are beautiful. I love her voice. I love the way she looks. But whenever you're playing, it feels like they just took like a still character model of her and then just gave her a run animation, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Like there's no like even if you stand still, like she'll like cross leg and like talk to the rots and everything and be like, hey, like you can do like play little games with them and stuff. But I wish there was more of like, like the classic like movement, just like casual like shift
Jack and
like
Daxter.
feet. Yeah, shift your feet, or like maybe she like would lean on her staff, or maybe she'd actually like tickle like the little rot that's on her shoulder, like do something like that. Or maybe just like dialogue while she plays. Like you have the classic like grunts of like the jumping and the hitting, but like maybe if there was more of like casual talk with like, maybe she like, honestly, I think what I would have loved too is if she like talked to the rot while she was like doing stuff,
Or
like,
if it was like on her shoulder, she just like gave a little head scratch or something.
yeah,
Or,
just like stuff like that to like make it feel like, because it honestly felt like this still character animation.
What I, to go with your earlier point about the story and the world development, I noticed a lot of similarities between this game and Jak 1. Because Jak 1, you have your worlds, and then it's just 3 areas or 4 areas you go to, and then you beat the boss. Hooray! You help people along the way.
Yeah,
I think that's how this game is. And then if/when there's a sequel, Jak 2 is brilliant in the story.
Yeah.
So I think they're truly going to advance on that. And then Jak 3 is amazing. Jak X good too. Maybe we'll get a Racing Kina game. Who knows? But yeah, like 2 and 3 of Jak are amazing.
Yeah.
So I would hope that another Kina game comes along. I think this game is going to sell well enough for them to make another one. I'm hoping, because it's on 3 platforms. So we're hoping. Maybe Sony throws open the checkbook. I don't necessarily want them to do that, but at least give them funding in the sense. Not like, I don't really want them to buy the studio, but like if they're like, hey, here's some more funding. Here's another game. You did really well. Congrats. Like, that would be really cool.
Right. I agree. And
but the character models, yes. Like when you talked to me about the still, I was kind of like, yeah, whatever, but like your character's always moving. But there was time I did put the controller down in text, and then it was just T-posing, but her arms were on the side.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, like, I could see what he means. Like Sly will take off his hat, flip it, and like throw it back on, spin his cane, all that. Like that's always nice to have.
And to continue with like the control stuff, there were a lot of times during fights that like my controls would just not register, especially like the heavy hit.
Yeah.
Like there were so many times where like I'd run, I'd like do like a light attack, like sprint light attack, then I'd like hold down the heavy hit, and it would take just long enough for me to realize it didn't register, and by the time I reinitiate, like it's too late. I don't have the time to like get that hit off anymore, or like I'd get hit because of it. There like, and then other times of like, I think maybe I was just bad, but like I feel like there were times where like I would hit the like shield button and like it just wouldn't pull up, or maybe it wouldn't pull up quick enough, or like I'm not sure, but like it felt off.
Yeah, like if the shield breaks with you in it, you're still taking damage, but if it's like regenning, you're just not gonna have it come up for a few seconds. Like if it breaks.
Well, right.
So the dash has helped me so much.
The dash is great
in dodging, because
the
enemies have a weird lock on when you dodge, so most of the time you are gonna get hit. Like I've noticed when they leap to me, they'll magnet to me.
Yeah,
and that's kind of
what I've noticed too. Like whenever like someone like I'm like, oh, they're gonna smash down where I'm at. Let's roll. Oh, but they like shifted directions mid swipe.
Yeah,
and like now.
Yeah.
So
but, like what we were saying about Ratchet earlier, like I agree. Ratchet is a better game. Just for me, Kina, like I've just been looking forward to it for so freaking long.
Yeah,
I just really like it. I love the music. I love the art style. I love like the simple platform like starter game, because I love Jak 1. I'll play Jak 1 anytime you ask me to. Sly 1, I'll play that anytime. Like I love like here's our first iteration, and I kind of just really want to see how it develops. So I'm always like really excited for it. So yeah. And the skill tree though. I don't know if you have notes. I'm sorry, but the skill tree has stuff going for it, but the design of the skill tree is so boring.
Yeah,
which I wasn't a fan of.
I would say that, and everything in the skill tree is like very predictable. Like there's stuff we've seen.
Oh my god!
Before,
you shoot more arrows.
Like shooting more arrows, perfect parries or parries, more shield.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Like I was expecting a little more on that end, but. like you said, it's the first game.
It's also their first game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, something I do wish though, and it did burn me a lot on it. So health regens when you're not in combat. I don't know about the harder difficulties, but me and Ron played on the normal difficulty.
I think on the hardest it doesn't.
Okay, so for me, I was really annoyed that it allowed me to grab health when I was out of combat.
Yeah.
Because whenever I would see that little rot symbol appear, I would just hit square, assuming like, oh, I'm gonna need to interact with this thing, but it would be health before the actual combat started, and then there were times where like I died or like I didn't do it because I needed health, but I had already used like the rot health.
Yeah.
Or like if it just didn't let you get the health if you didn't need the health, you know.
I kind of wish the rot health had a cooldown, like whenever you used it, like a 2-minute cooldown, so then it would come back, like it would grow up again, and then you can get more health.
Or like I wish there was a way to heal like with like your resolve or like your courage or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
like
courage.
You know, like in Hollow Knight when you gain focus and then you can
Focus.
or gain soul and you can
Yeah.
like I wish I kind of wish there was more of that, because like there's so many times where like I'd get stuck on a part where I'd be like, all right, well, like if I would get hit like 2 or 3 times out of the gate, I was like, well, I'm just restarting. There's no way. Like
Yeah.
there's no shot.
Yeah,
You know?
that's happened to me a few times.
Yeah, and then there I've just had some weird like animation glitches in fights where like they'll like kind of move awkwardly, or like they won't be where like they were a second ago. They'll like not teleport a great distance, but like kind of like stutter. Like, does that make sense?
I
Have you
haven't
anything
had
like
that happen to me.
No, okay.
But I think we're in the inverse of when I said Deathloop did that a lot, and you didn't notice it with you until like post recording. You noticed it once.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm sure I'll notice it a lot now.
Yeah, and then I wish there were ledges. Like I wish like there was like hop ups, or like you were able to like grab, like if you hit the side of a ledge, like you just pulled yourself up rather than hitting because there's so many times I would jump, and like unless there was the classic grab on ledge or like climb up ledge, it wouldn't do that. And like maybe that's just like part of the platforming aspect of it.
Yeah.
But like
I mean, like Jack and
Yeah.
Daxter, you grabbed.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
You only grabbed, you didn't pull up. Slide, you just really didn't do that. You just land. You never really grip. But like Jack, you'd grab, and then until you pressed a button, you would shoot yourself down or up.
Yeah, like I wish that was more common. Also, just something that generally annoyed me about the game, and all games, because Kena isn't the only game that does this, is like running, and then if you jump or slide or roll, it doesn't. You have to reinitiate run.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if you're running and then you jump, you go back to walking. So then you have to click the stick again to run. And it just, for me, I don't like, especially in platforming games, just because I feel like it makes the game feel more clunky.
Well, because we've played games like Sly, where you only hold L1 to run.
Right,
So you just
exactly.
jump. I'm always holding L1 in Sly.
Oh, you're never not.
Yeah.
Very, very, very few circumstances where
Yeah.
you're not.
If I'm behind a guard, I spam L1 and they
Yeah.
don't hear me. So
Yeah, you're either holding or it's happening. So, yeah. Yeah, but so as I said, overall, I love the game. I think, Ron, you're very correct. Like, I think so often of like whenever I play a new platforming game, or like when I think back in the day of playing like Jack and like going back to the first iteration of a game, you know, like after I played the second one, it's always like, oh, this is so good, and like I love this game, it's so awesome. But like whenever I would go back and play the first iteration of it, it would always not mistakes, but like the age of it would show,
Yeah.
or like the controls, how
or it's just
how
not
outdated
as
they
full
were.
of a world.
Yeah, like all that stuff would show. And while I'm playing Kena, I'm noticing that stuff now. So like I agree with you. I think when Kena 2 comes out, I think all of these issues that I'm having right now, they're gonna be gone.
It's
I don't
gonna
think
be a
I'm
bigger
gonna,
studio. They're gonna
it's-
blow everything out of the park. Like imagine
yeah.
imagine problems you have with Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like their like. It wasn't like their first game, but it was like their first game was Hollow Knight, because they made like other small
Yeah.
stuff before. So I'm like Silk Song, blow me out of
Yeah,
the water.
but like also like Hollow Knight's.
I mean, it's a different genre.
they're not like having to animate the way they do and
No.
with Kina and like all that stuff, you know. So like,
but it is the most refined game I've played in like 10 years.
yeah, exactly. So I like I agree with you heavily that like I think that once Kina 2 comes out, all these issues I'm having are gonna be kicked to the side, no worry at all.
There's some deaths in Kina where I felt cheated, where in Hollow Knight and in like Jack and Daxter, the first one, I knew it was on me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel cheated when I died.
Yeah, and like that's I think kind of the issue, because I'm honestly debating whether I actually want to platinum it, because I don't know if that trophy glitch still works. But,
it does.
Oh,
At this moment, it works.
I don't want to do the trophy glitch, but I don't. After playing today and like playing through like all the bosses I did, because like the end of the game really feel like, if you do it all in one sitting, it feels like a gauntlet. It really does, because it's just platforming section, boss fight, platforming section, boss fight, platforming section,
puzzle,
big boss fight, then big boss fight.
Yeah,
like, so it's
with some puzzles and stuff thrown in.
Is there? Oh, I guess there is. Yeah. So
candles.
yeah. So I well, I'm talking about like specifically at the end when you get to the third area.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah. So, and as you said, like there with Hollow Knight, with like Bloodborne, with like other like difficult games I've played, I've always felt like, okay, I died because like I wasn't good enough, or I didn't do this thing correctly. But in Kina, there, like especially in the last bit, I died so often purely because I just felt like I was cheated. Like like it wasn't me that was bad at playing the game. It was because when I tried to do my heavy attack, it didn't register.
Yeah.
Or when I like should have realistically been able to dodge whatever it was, I for whatever clipped into it, you know. So that's really a huge deterrent for me right now. Because I'm fine. Like I said, I want to go back and platinum Hollow Knight, and I'm all in for like having a challenging trophy, but I don't want to have a challenging trophy that I'm like doesn't at the end of the day come down to me. And like my ability to play the game, but like other aspects, like RNG aspects that I have no control over.
Yeah.
So overall, I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
Solid 8.
Like we've talked about Hollow Knight Plat. Like the main reason I did it was honestly, it just came down to time, and I love the game, and I just wanted to like have it. You know.
Yeah.
It was just me being selfish and stupid, honestly. But it was just more of like, I don't think I'll actually be able to commit the time, especially having truly not played it in about a year. And that's just so much to get back into it.
Yeah.
If I play it again, I think I'm just gonna do a normal playthrough, and then once I'm feeling like good, I might just do the trials like in my other save or something.
Sure.
But I want to revisit it. I know Silksong will come out, and I'm gonna crush that game. So that's the thing. Like if I want to commit time into the Hollow Knight franchise, I'd rather just wait for Silksong.
Yeah.
Because that's another 100 hours.
Right. But one other thing I wanted to say, I was watching a review from Skill Up.
I love Skill Up,
Classic,
by the way.
right?
Everyone subscribe to Skill Up. Support his Patreon.
Whenever I was watching it, he said something along the lines of like, Kina is one of those games that like make you feel like you're in the next gen. I don't know if that's because he reviewed it on PC, but Kina did not make me feel like I was in the next gen. Like if you want a next gen experience, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I'd recommend that 1,000%. Returnal. Like I did not. It was a beautiful looking game, but like just because of everything we talked about, it didn't make me feel like it had that like next gen polish. You know what I mean? So I don't know if anyone else has felt that way or anything, but
hey, at least graphically crushed it.
Graphically, they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I almost wish that like they spent a little more time on the controls and on like the things that we talked about than the graphics, because how much worse could they have been on? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, realistically, like a lot of the cutscenes were CGI. Yeah. And they've worked in video before. Like they made a CGI mini movie of Legend of Zelda. I think it was Ocarina of Time. They made like a Legend of Zelda like fan movie.
Okay.
And it was all CGI, and it looks the same style as this.
Gotcha.
So they already just knew how to do it. That's easy. Yeah. So I'm excited for them. Hopefully the team expands, get some, some new heads in there. It's gonna look really cool.
Exactly. So. Yeah.
But on to the news.
Yeah,
Zach.
man.
It is Naughty Dog Day today. Or sorry, The Last of Us Day today.
It is. Yesterday was the Last of Us Day today.
Oh, it was? I was seeing stuff posted about it today, like on Twitter, so I didn't know if it was like a...
There's some residual stuff happening.
Okay. I got you then.
But
Look at us knowing what we're talking about.
yeah, for those of you who do not know what the day we're actually talking about, Sunday, this past Sunday was Naughty Dog Day, which came with a bunch of like store, like there was a bunch of new stuff on the PlayStation Gear store. Also some stuff went on sale there. They also announced that the guitars for Joel, like the guitars that they were selling before, those are going to go up in the EU. Also, if you did happen to snag a guitar or you have a guitar, you can buy, I think it's Joel's guitar strap. It's like a really nice leather guitar strap. It looks really cool.
They have new picks too.
And you can get like guitar picks, which I honestly kind of want to do it just because even though I don't use a pick, but yeah.
It's Gracie snoring.
Gotcha. So yeah, some cool stuff going on with that. They had a few like other events going on, but they did come out with a little new like press release thing. This is written by Rochelle Schneider. I'm not going to read it all. A lot of it is just thanking everybody for being fans of the game and like what Naughty Dog hopes to do and wants to do, and just like the very like classic celebration stuff. The main thing I want to read is this. They do talk about like kind of the future of Naughty Dog, specifically the multiplayer. So it reads, in short, we're working on it. We see the community comments as many of you clamor for multiplayer and want updates. For now, we'll say that we love what the team is developing and want to give them time to build out their ambitious project. We'll reveal more when it's ready. To that end, we've been busy growing our team inside the kennel since The Last of Us Part 2 launched and are currently in full swing of hiring for multiplayer-related positions. Hint, hint. So if you are somebody who qualifies for anything you see on our jobs page, please apply. In the meantime, another Last of Us Day comes to a close. We hope you had as much fun as us today as we are putting it together, and we will be watching closely for all of the epic photos, art, and stories you send our way. In appreciation, Rochelle and Naughty Dog.
Mm-hmm. So, and it is also rumored, which I believe we talked about last week, can't remember, but Neil Druckmann is going to have some part in the HBO series too.
Yes, sir. Also, for anyone interested, they did release a video or like a picture of Pedro Pascal and something Ramsey. I forget her first, Bella Ramsey, maybe. In like kind of their costume with their backs facing like this like crashed plane. Mm-hmm. I thought it was like from the game for a second, just the way it was like formatted and the way it looked really, really awesome. I'm a big fan of the way aesthetically it is. But there were some people on Reddit who posted it and said the apocalyptic Windows XP screensaver. But yeah, so Naughty Dog's fun. Naughty Dog's cool.
Always down for it. I mean, honestly, that just goes to show like how good their graphics are in games. That you just think, oh, I thought it was like Last of Us 3 or a DLC or something. But
yeah, I thought I was thinking whenever I saw it, I was like, does that say more about Naughty Dog's graphics, or does that say less about how they're filming this?
True. But Zach, speaking of some more PlayStation news, we have some rumors on PS Plus games for October 2021. The games would be announced tomorrow. Yeah, which is the day of this being posted. I swear once it was talked about on Wednesday and not Tuesday.
It's been getting linked. It's been getting leaked a lot.
Yeah. Recently. I mean, yeah. I think everything's just kind of a quote-unquote leak lately. Yeah. Like, you never really know. But the quote-unquote leaked games, this isn't confirmed. Take it with a grain of salt because you're going to listen to this and say, oh, wow, you guys were totally wrong. The games are for PS5, Hell Let Loose. For PS4 is Mortal Kombat X, not the XL version with like all the DLC, which is kind of lame.
I agree. Yeah. Just give it to us if you're gonna do all this.
Like, honestly,
and unless there's an upgrade path to do it, which I doubt there is.
Yeah, I don't know. But for PS4 as well, it's PGA Tour 2K21.
Which, if this is true, you want to hop in?
Are you trying to play golf?
Yeah, dude. All four of us. Let's go.
Oh,
real man golf.
So we're not just gonna go actual golfing / to Top Golf.
The winter time is coming. It's getting a little cold. The green is freezing over.
The green is freezing over. But this is to say, like, this is currently on pushsquare.com. This was posted yesterday. So let's be honest. There's probably like 5 different websites that might have different leaks and stuff. Like,
exactly.
We're just gonna kind of see what happens. PGA comes out, sure, I'll play a golf game with you. How obsessed you are with golf games, my tall friend. But Hell Let Loose, I haven't really heard of it before. I'm assuming there's probably a PS4 version. But yeah, it's developed by Black Matter. I haven't really looked into the game before. Looks like a shooter game.
It looks like a zombie shooter game.
Single player, 100% online, so maybe a battle royale or something. I'm not too sure.
We'll see.
Yeah. Cool. But we will learn more tomorrow. We will give you all that sweet news on our next episode.
Yeah. In other news, Netflix has had their Tudum, however you say it. Oh, that makes sense. I was so confused why that was called Tudum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made no sense because I only saw it being read and I never made that connection.
You watched all of BoJack Horseman?
I watched I watched all of a lot of things.
Yeah.
But during their press conference, festival, showcase, however you want to call it, they announced that The Witcher Season 3 has the green light on top of a second anime feature film, and a new kids and family series set in the Witcher world, which I don't know how that's happening.
Yeah, I really don't understand that. I would imagine if it's a kids and family series, I don't imagine the main character being a Witcher.
I mean, it could be a Witcher. It's just not gonna have like the violence or like the morality.
Yeah,
it's literally just gonna be a Monster Hunter series, if that makes sense. Which doesn't sound like bad. It's just gonna not have any of like the internal turmoils and
listen. All I'm saying is
scantily clad women and sorceresses and.
If Andrew Shepkowski was upset with the way the video games went, I don't know how the hell he's gonna feel about a kids series with the world he built. So
I don't know.
If he hates, that's his fault, dude. If he hates it, he's just making bad business decisions. Like that's really all it is. Yes. Oh, the games won't sell. Okay, and then I want my money. Okay, Netflix, give me money. What are you doing with my baby? Why is Geralt sucking his thumb, rolling around? What if Witchers are just like little tiny kids? What if it's like a Teen Titans Go?
That'd be actually really funny.
That would actually be kind of cool. I would be into that if it was Teen Titans Go, kind of.
Everyone at the Caramoran just hanging out, chilling.
Mm-hmm. It's just more the art style. That'd be cool. Like Teen Titans Original is better, but I've seen the Teen Titans Go movie, dude. That was so good.
It's like they're teenagers.
Yeah. Geralt's face covered in acne. Pissed off about Yennefer.
His hair's gray, not white.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm always excited for that. I kind of figured Witcher would come for a third season or every season to finish the books.
It's been doing too well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice. The anime feature movie that we saw was amazing.
Awesome.
So I wonder if the second one is just going to be the next story for Vesemir. I kind of wish they did a series. I always kind of prefer those over a 2-hour movie, but I mean, granted, it's Netflix. If they did a series, it would be 8 or 10 episodes and 20-30 minutes each, so you're pretty much getting a movie anyway,
basically,
with just some more filler. So yeah, that's very exciting. I'm all for the anime because I have turned to a weeb since quarantine started, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, speaking of anime, we also got a look at the theme for the live action Cowboy Bebop. Awesome. I don't know if I ever told you this, Ron, but I think Cowboy Bebop's main intro might be my favorite, or a very close second of like all the anime I've seen,
including Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
See, honestly, you texted me that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, well, he doesn't mean Attack on Titan."
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because Attack on Titan it's the music in Attack on Titan. For Cowboy Bebop, it's not only the music, but it's like the everything you see going on. But aesthetically, it's like it's really
Cowboy
awesome.
Bebop and Samurai Champloo are like the two main like ones that everyone says you gotta watch too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch Cowboy. I only started. Well, is it Cowboy's not on Netflix? Is it?
It's on Hulu.
That's what I thought.
It might be because I think they've added some stuff on Netflix.
Well, that's what I looked it up and it wasn't there, and then I was like, well, I'll just watch One Punch Man. Because I was going to watch either or, and I know Matt really wanted me to watch One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 4.
The main reason
really bad with watching it.
The main reason I went to Cowboy Bebop was because right after I finished Samurai Champloo, I was like, all right, I'm already acclimated to like the older art style of anime. Let's watch Cowboy Bebop since I'm already here. I don't want to watch like One Punch Man, get like reaccommodated to the newer version like style of anime, and then go back and have it be like that jarring thing.
Yeah, I've always been able to kind of roll with that. It's video games that do that with me. Like if it's like if it's like TV or movie like media, I'm always fine with watching old stuff. But when it comes to like
playing, it's really hard.
Playing games is so hard for me.
I remember being very adamant that I wanted to platinum all the God of Wars before the God of War 2018 came out because I knew once it would come out, like it's going to be a lot harder to go back and play those games.
Yeah, so it's not the same level of polish, and money behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's exciting. We love The Witcher. Whenever the next Witcher game comes out, I am excited but hesitant, as they say. So
yeah. And other news, of course, we have more Activision Blizzard news. This week, Overwatch 2's boss is quitting.
For some time off.
Taking some time off. Yes. I don't know if he's coming back. It does not say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I guess we're just not... I mean, listen, I've been not excited for Overwatch 2 for many years now.
Yeah.
And I was briefly... Well, I was briefly excited for it over the winter. And then I'm not anymore. So this game, I don't think it's just going to come out until like 2023 at this point.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Jeff left. This guy's leaving. I never really knew his name before. But it's just been a slow, weird process of just everything.
So in the article, it talks about how the only reason that Blizzard and he gave his name, by the way, is Checo Sonny. I think that's how you say that.
Sonny.
Checo Sonny?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason that they gave was purely just for time off. They explained that the Overwatch 3 is in a really good state. They have pretty much everything done. It's more so just the, polishing and cleaning, just doing the getting ready for launch type stuff. So, yeah. But on a grander scheme, why is he leaving? Is it really for time off? Does it have to do with what's going on with Blizzard and Activision? I don't know. We've already seen a plethora of all types of... Yeah.
Plethora?
Plethora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. I didn't
Anyway.
know if I was saying it wrong this whole time.
I have no clue, honestly. But we've already seen so many people from Blizzard and Activision leave, most notably Blizzard's president, J. Allen Brack. So... I don't know if we ever will know unless something comes out against him, so we'll see.
We will see.
Yeah.
Just Overwatch stuff, like I said. I know Greggy and Aaron will be pushing hard for that game, especially for me, because I'll be with them. So I'll have to say no all the time, because I'm a little bit out of it. But speaking of games, game news, and specifically Apple and Epic. I didn't really know where I was going with that. But Jason Schreier tweeted about the Epic and Apple ruling and how big of a loss it truly is for Epic. And yeah, so I'll go read the tweet. It's a little bit of the statement, but the tweet summarizes it. It says, late last night, Apple informed Epic that Fortnite will be blacklisted from the Apple ecosystem until the exhaustion of all court appeals, which could be as long as 5 years.
Yeah. So,
that sucks. It's been like 5 years since Fortnite came out. Close to it. So, that sucks. That is so much money.
That is a lot of money.
Because mobile games make so much money.
Yeah, I've seen
easy access. Everyone has the phone.
Yeah,
that's billions. I think they're losing, in my opinion, more than Apple in the long haul.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, the only thing that I would say strikes them against Apple is say some kid choosing an Android over an iPhone purely because they can play Fortnite. But They're not. That's not really. Yeah.
Because that kid is gonna get friends, and then they're gonna say, "Ew, green bubble." Switch back, and then they swap because they're sheep, like we are. But then they buy an Apple Watch, AirPods, and a Mac, as well as a Apple TV and the Apple HomeKit, and they're like, "Oh wow, I really made the right choice here."
Yeah.
$10,000 later, maybe I'll buy an iMac.
Honestly, I told you I really want an iPad, so I'm all in for the iPad.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention the iPad. If I got an iPad, I got the iPad Mini.
I'd get the Pro. I feel like you just get the bigger iPhone at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cute. I like a little pen.
Yeah.
I mean, how much?
I don't think you can use the pen with the Pro or with the Mini.
Yeah, you can.
With the Mini?
Yeah.
Really?
The advertisement for it that I watched for the press conference, they literally magnetized an Apple Pencil to the iPad.
I'm a big fan of the Pro. After seeing Elise and all the stuff that she can do with it, it's something that I really want to add to my collection of Apple
products.
My Apple orchard.
Yeah, your orchard, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. I could see you two just being a huge just Apple couple of like, hey babe, can you hand me the iPad? Which one? The Pro or the Mini? Or the Mini XL? Which one do you want? Oh, babe, my Apple Pencil's dead. Can you hand me one from our cupboard? And then you have like 6 in there.
No, I just have like on my desk a tin can filled with Apple Pencil.
Like, it dried out.
Gosh.
God damn.
Yeah. But Ronnie, that's all news we got for today. Is there anything else you got going on?
Nothing really else going on. I will have Kina beaten by next time we record, hopefully.
Hopefully we'll all be 120 in Ghosts as well.
I see no reason why I'm not 120, because I already have 2 of my items 120 and double perked.
Yeah.
And one's like 118. Those challenges take a while, man.
Yeah.
But worth it.
Yeah. After this, so now that I beat Kina, I'm probably gonna go back to Deathloop. But everybody, this is slight news that I forgot to mention. The Outer Wilds DLC is coming out today. If you're listening to the podcast, the day it posts. Highly excited for that. Can't wait to play. I think that's probably gonna be something I hold off on until I can like sit down and like I don't feel like I'm being pulled in a bunch of different directions. Mm-hmm. So
I'm sure Skill Up will have a review on that quick post launch, because he loved the first game.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said it was his favorite game of like part of the generation.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
He said it in one of his reviews. I forget, because I think he was criticizing a game and they were like, yeah, it's not like an Outer Wilds or The Witcher or like blah blah blah.
Gotcha. Cool.
So we both had a little bit of stake in that, so it was nice.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, if you want to reach out to us, you can email us at askpsponies@gmail.com. That is AskPSPonies@gmail.com. You can also reach out to us on Twitter @PSPonies.
Follow us. We need more support.
Yes,
we don't want to pay for bots.
But other than that, thank you guys so much, and we will catch you next week with another news-filled episode
of PS Ponies. Bye.